From the Black Swan Media Studios, deep inside a secret underground bunker, we're speaking to freedom-loving patriots from all around the country and the welcome to the resistance. This is John Crump Live.
And we are back at John Crump Live, and I just want to throw this out there before we get into anything else. We are still doing a fundraiser for the Cub Scouts, so you can go to givesandgo.com/997 and give some money for Cub Scouts. We are also open to companies that want to sponsor us, with 100% of the money going to Cub Scouts. You not only get a read on this channel, but you get a read on the main channel as well, plus Instagram post, Twitter post, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you want to do it, reach out. 100% of everything goes to the Scouts because I donate everything to different organizations and stuff like that. And with that, let me bring on Rich. How you doing, Rich?
Good. What's up, Cruppy?
Not much, man. How are you doing?
I'm just looking at this. The first day we did get like nasty rain for several hours.
Do you know what, Rich? You know what you can do?
What can I do?
If you want to get some really up-to-date news and without an unbiased opinion, you can always go to click.ground.news/John Crump, and you can get 15% off and get unbiased news. You can actually see where the news is coming from. You'll still get the biased news, but it will let you know it's biased and let you know which way it leans, and also let you know who's responsible for it. And all you need to do is go to click.johncrump, and you would actually help out the channel, which actually would be helping out the Scouts. And
did you drop the link?
I will go ahead and drop the link in a second.
Because that would be handy.
Yeah, I mean, they have plans starting for as little as like 99 cents a month.
And also, I just want to point out that I've got my Frag Out Anderson here with my Gideon Optic on it.
That's good. All right, let's go ahead and, since we're talking about Anderson already, let's go ahead and bring on Kyle. Kyle, how are you doing, my friend? Okay, it's not adding him. There it goes.
Hey, I'm doing well, John. Nice to see you.
I saw StreamYard trying to add you, but for some reason it looked like it was getting stuck.
Say that again.
StreamYard was trying to add you, but it looks like it was getting stuck. Hey, Rich, I thought we had Goon Tape on tomorrow.
Yeah, they can't make it. They can't make it.
Okay. All right. I saw the other thing.
All right. Who's got the bad audio?
Not me.
Oh, I think it's Kyle. He doesn't have headphones. He doesn't have headphones.
I can't hear anything. If
I hear it echoing back.
All right. Let me do this.
That's about here too.
All right.
And Bob says it's him.
Did it echo there, guys?
No, I didn't hear echoing, but when you talk, I hear static.
All right, let me just do this. Let me read back. Let me just I'll change my mic over. Give me 1 second.
Sounds like you got bad shielding on your wiring.
No, I actually knocked over my microphone, and I think I might have unplugged it a little bit.
That could do it.
Is this better?
No, no.
Well, damn. Let me do this. I'm gonna reboot.
All right, I muted John. I
All
don't
right.
hear the echo.
You got me?
I got you. All right. So actually, we're hanging out together over at Goals, GOA Goals. That was a lot of fun.
It was a
We
blast.
did a range day. You had a full auto front line, which was fun. That shot really good.
Yeah. Yeah, those
And
we had 2 of them, the frontline 16s, and they took a beating. They took a beating all day. Don't have an exact round count on those guys, but I think they went through somewhere between 2,000 2,500 rounds apiece. And yeah, it was a hot day, and they were smoking, melting the damn table at some point. So,
oh yeah,
but I mean, something about having a full auto at the range, like that's kind of like going to call everybody in. So they literally just did not get a break till the range went.
oh yeah, yep. That was fun.
Yeah.
Also, you had a great booth display, and you had actually my frag out Anderson, you had Dark's frag out Anderson, you had frag out Anderson, which was cool. That was a lot of fun.
Which frag out, he reached out to me and offered me the opportunity to buy that bad boy, but I was like, we're kind of looking at houses right now, and kind of pinching pennies as it is. So, but just for you guys out there, that guy is for sale. So, go check out frag out for sure.
Yeah, frag out's running a sale again. So if you find, we can't tell you how to find them, but if you find frag out firearms on the internet somehow, he's having another sale.
Is it better now?
Yes.
I actually wasn't. It was I guess something with the actual StreamYard. So I reloaded StreamYard and it seemed to solved it.
Well, good deal.
I know it was weird. I wasn't getting any feedback from my computer. I was looking at all my equalizers, and there was like no feedback. So I guess it must have been something processing StreamYard. So I went ahead and just reloaded StreamYard.
StreamYard.
That's really wild because it sounded like bad shielding on a cable.
No, I was looking at the actual feed coming into my Roadcaster, and there was like no interference.
Oh, that's wild.
It's that damn duck. He's looking at you all funny.
I like StreamYard. They've done a lot recently to change up some stuff that's then added a lot of cool features.
Oh yeah. I'm like not up to date. I saw one of their emails, so I know. Let's see. Hank Strange uses what does he use? Cam Live, I think.
Yeah, Cam. Yeah. I used to use that.
And so he has like the same link all the time. So StreamYard's doing that also. So you can have a common link for a repeating show. Yeah, there's some settings. I wish actually Rumble does it. You can use a show as a template, which is nice. So there's things that Rumble does that are like Rumble Studios, kind of like a combination of StreamYard and YouTube Studio. And there's some features there that nobody else has that are kind of nice. But anyhow, so what's coming up in the future with Anderson?
Man, Rich, a lot of cool things that I can't talk too much about. But what I will say is with the new CEO, bringing in Jeff, we brought in Jen, our new marketing director. There are some big things coming from Anderson Manufacturing. A lot of, I guess I can get away with saying updates. A lot of updates. So, cool. Some big changes coming for Anderson. I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. It's a lot of work, but super excited.
So you got the frontline products line, which is basically your uprated ARs. You've got the pistols.
Yep,
and you're doing a bolt gun also, right?
We put the X-Nay on the bolt gun.
Oh yeah?
Yep. we've stopped working on it. For the longest time, we had it very close to being ready for production, but we could not get it to the price point where we wanted to be at. And with Jeff's experience, he's got 20 plus years experience in this industry. He kind of looked at the demand that's out there in the market. Really kind of agreed with us on the price point we need to be at coming fresh out the gate, not having a reputation in that market. And he's like, the best thing to do right now is just put it to rest, and we'll tool up for it when the demand comes back for it. So right now that's kind of been put on the ice.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess that's one of the things, you need to be responsive to the market and adapt. That's
100%.
always a big deal.
100%. A lot of the things right now, I know it's not sexy or anything like that, but a lot of the things that we're doing right now is just going back to brilliance in the basics. We're going through processes, the way that we assemble rifles, the way that we machine parts, and really just trying to optimize those, get the times down, get all that squared away, and really just kind of build that strong foundation before we start innovating again. So, like I said, exciting time. It's not the sexiest of stuff, but it's a very exciting time to be working here at Anderson, especially now I'm going on 6 years being here. So it is really cool to see the changes that are coming.
So are you still doing all the social media? Are you still, because I see Instagram posts almost daily, or maybe even a couple daily?
Yep, doing the social media. I'm that guy behind the email blasts that go out there to you guys and all that fun stuff. So yeah, still working the social media. Always looking to collaborate with people. So make sure you tag us if you ever post any Anderson. So.
I don't like social media.
Well, social media doesn't like us either. So trust me.
Well, I used to work for a pretty damn big social media company.
That banned you.
That banned me.
That's cold. That's cold.
Yeah.
So you probably know all the dark, dirty secrets.
Yeah, yes. I got a lot of them. One of them just came out, which I've been saying forever. But I have an NDA. I'm like, hey, it says they can do this in the terms of service. You guys should think about that without breaking my NDA. But now I guess it doesn't matter because
you
Facebook
mean the gray
verified.
6-point font that you can't read, that's 1,000 pages long? Yeah. We're supposed to read all that stuff.
Well, Facebook has now verified that they do listen to your conversations.
Dude, I've had conversations with Dark, and I'll hang up the phone, I'll look at my Instagram, and there's an ad for something we talked about.
Oh yeah, that happens to me all the time.
Well, Facebook and Instagram are the same thing. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the way. But yeah, I used to work for Meta when they were just Facebook before they changed to Meta, which was Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, a bunch of other things.
I got to tell you, so leaving goals. So Walt and I actually rode west. We drove out to Tim Hoffman's place and met the family and hung out with Tim for like an hour. And Tim's got a flip phone. Like, as in OG flip phone with no apps, doesn't text. I'm like, that might be the way. I love all the tech gear. I'm like nutty about this stuff, but I don't know.
He might be onto something there, but I mean, I guess the part where they get you is like everything's right here in your back pocket. Like, if you need an answer to something, Google. But it also, also they've got you. Like, they can listen in and all that fun stuff. And like I guess it's a give take. Honestly, it sucks, but I guess that's just the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty crazy what we're what I didn't realize, so in the Bill of Rights, it talks about the quartering of soldiers, and I never understood what that meant. It's like, you mean I'm going to have to put people up in my house? Well, that's only a small part of it. If they force you to quarter soldiers, that's part of surveillance, like seeing who you talk to, or any of that. So that was privacy, basically. That was your right to privacy, and your right not to be spied on. And little crazy what we're allowing in our household and in our pocket, all that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I could.
You know what I
all
always
this
say about Big
crazy
Brother?
stuff.
I always say Big Brother is real, and Big Brother is us, because we all monitor ourselves.
Ooh. So okay, at Goals, Stuff and Things was there. Kyle, I don't know if you got to go around, but they did a helical mag.
Oh, I got to check them out. Yeah.
So Jordan Finro, you know who Jordan is? They're actually like across from you.
Yeah.
The Gideon Optics booth.
Yep.
So Jordan, Bob, and Mike were there. And so Stuff and Things, they just sent like a nice package out to Dark, and he was showing that off on a show last night. And they reached out to me yesterday. Go like, hey, what's your address? We want to send you stuff. I'm like, cool.
Who's this?
Stuff and Things.
What's that?
So they did the helical mag. You're at the booth, I think.
I don't know. I was working.
Well, it's so funny. Like at Goals, even though it wasn't like a huge event, Crump I saw maybe an hour or two, and then back at the Gideon Optics house, I might have spent an hour or two with you there. But yeah, a lot of us didn't really get to hang out.
Yeah, well, my computer is like memories being crapped out. I have no idea what's going on.
You got too many
But
tabs.
No, yeah, I don't know. It's something's hanging up. But no, I just do a lot of work at events like that. I don't go there, to have fun. I mean, I do have fun. Don't get me wrong, but there's just a lot of work that needs to be done, and I'm still writing articles and everything else. So
yeah.
I think we got to eat like one time together, but the rest of the time I was in dinner meetings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately,
yeah, it's funny. My wife, she's like, "You're going on vacation again." I'm like, "It's not a vacation. Don't get me wrong. I'm having fun, seeing cool people, doing cool things, but yeah, it's out late, up early, all that."
Hey, you're not alone, Rich. Even as a vendor, my wife's still like, "Oh God, you got to go to Vegas for SHOT Show." Like, I'm like, babe, trust me, there is literally no playtime.
I've told my wife multiple times, you want to go to SHOT Show with me? I'll get a nice place, and you can go to shows. And she's like, I want to go to the show also. I'm like, yeah, you don't want to go to the show.
No.
I don't know what she thinks is going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like leaving my family. Rich can tell you that.
Yeah.
It looks like Chrome was hanging up my computer, so I just shut it down.
and Tony Simon's got my back.
What's up, Tony?
All I gotta say is the last two times I've hung out with Tony, I was the funny guy. Tony, not so much.
I have a hard time believing that, Rich. Tony's always got me rolling, man.
Yeah. So what's the next trade show you're doing?
Next show in ASGW.
Oh, okay.
And when is that?
That is sometime in October. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay. Because Iraq Veterans coming up in like 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's right at the beginning of October.
Yeah, that's the first weekend. And just a reminder, we're not allowed to talk about where it is, where the range is, and the actual specific dates.
So October 15th is in ASGW. But yeah, IV-8088, if you consider that a show, I'm just going out there to like shoot a bunch. So, but yeah, we're gonna be at IV 8888 at an undisclosed location at an undisclosed date.
I'm not going. I'll tell everyone where it is.
Come on, Crump, you're not coming out there?
I'm not going.
All right.
I had a no. I got some scout stuff I got to do that weekend.
Okay.
But the goals was the first event that I attended since SHOT.
Oh, nice.
Since SHOT almost killed you.
I had like a bacteria. I mean, I had like antibiotic resistant bacteria pneumonia.
Oh no.
I was really sick.
There's always some crud going around SHOT Show, man. Hey, Putang, we do want to go to TriggerCon. We're going to try to get in on that next year. So,
oh, I did.
Yeah, there's always some crud going around SHOT Show, man. Like, I'm heavy on the hand sanitizer, but I guess with a thing like you got, you're probably not going to fight that with hand sanitizer, honestly.
No,
right?
they come on, I did change up antibiotics over and over and over again until they found something that worked. It was getting a little bit scary there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they kept on putting antibiotics, and I just kept on getting sicker and sicker anyway.
Wow.
I seen the comment about GunCon too. That's another one that we're looking at hitting next year. Yeah, that would be cool. Seeing some of the videos and panels that came from that looked awesome.
I was for GunCon. I was in where was I? Iceland.
Oh, nice. How was that?
It was good. I don't think I'm gonna make it next. I think I'll be in Italy next year during GunCon. So I won't be there either.
Yeah, I'd like to go to GunCon. That looked like a fun event.
Yeah, I'd like to check out Brownells, to be honest. I heard it's out in the middle of nowhere, and that's kind of my style. I really like that.
See, now if I had an airplane put together, that would be a lot easier to get to.
Well, when you get that airplane put together, let me know. You just do a CVG drop. I'll hop in and.
Actually, I looked. Anderson you're on the south side of the airport in your neighborhood there.
Literally right across the street. Literally. I mean, we'd have to hop a fence, but that's frowned upon by airports. But yeah, right across the street.
Yeah, and Putang uninvited me, so I guess I don't have to go.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. So like when I'm going to go to Italy when you guys are at GunCon, but it's not like as fun. I mean, it's fun, but it's not like what you guys would consider what you guys would consider a European vacation. It's like, you go sit around family members' houses.
I heard the food alone. The food alone is worth the trip.
So
there's no crump yacht in the Mediterranean, and you're just gonna,
No, I think
cruise around Sicily.
No, we might actually do like Rome for like a week and like mainland just to show the kids, and then we'll spend a week with my wife's family in Palermo, or maybe rent a beach house on the coast of the Mediterranean.
Nice.
Yeah, so my wife's been wanting to do a cruise, and she keeps talking about an Alaskan cruise. I'm like, I don't want to go to Alaska on the first cruise. I want to go someplace like Mediterranean or something like that.
Dude, do MSC Yacht Club. That was awesome.
Yeah. When you buy me the upgrade?
No.
So Crump did a cruise. It was like South America. And you could bid on the upgrade to whatever class, like the top class. And he bid like the lowest possible price and got it.
Oh, nice.
So I've never done a cruise before. I kind of like the idea. There was a ship. I scuba dive, and there was a ship that was all set up for water sports, like water skiing, jet skiing, scuba diving. But it was a smaller ship, and I guess it wasn't that profitable. So the whole idea is scaling up the number of people and the size of the boat to keep it more profitable, and so small boats don't make good money.
Makes sense,
So
I guess.
So with Frontline, what else we got going on? So we got your Kiger line, and we got a bunch of different very nice pistols.
Oh yeah. We got our A4 series. So the A4 series is basically going to be like your replica type firearms there. Get in here real quick. You got your pistols, rifles, 20-inch, 10.5, 16, like your standard, basically M4, M16 type clones. You get them with quad rails, get them with the old school plastic A2 handguards. So, and then like for your entry level, like people are just coming in and looking for a nice budget friendly American made firearm that's lifetime guaranteed. We got utility rifles, which I don't know if we got any of those on the website. They might all be sold out right now. I'm pretty sure the Frontline is sold out right now. We did a pretty big sale over Labor. Yeah, we got a Frontline 16 is all we got left in stock. But yeah, the Labor Day sale did amazing. Thanks to guys like yourself and everybody else who shared the word around about that. But yeah, like I said, I feel like everybody out there is going to be pretty much familiar with Anderson Manufacturing, especially. I feel like your guys' audience is mostly a builder crowd. So we're one of those very builder friendly companies. Manufacture lowers, like that's our bread and butter. Stripped uppers. We sell parts kits. We've got a pretty actually nice mil spec fire control group that's definitely coming in at the right price. And like I said, we manufacture our own barrels. Everything metal that you see on our rifles is manufactured right here in Hebron, Kentucky, and guaranteed for the lifetime of the product. So, if anything ever does go wrong or you have any issues, you reach out to our customer service team. We're going to get you taken care of.
And is that the same thing for the pistols?
That's the same thing for, everything that we have. Now, the frames of the pistols are polymer, and obviously all of our furniture on our rifles are polymer. So we're not making that in-house, but it's still covered by our lifetime warranty. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Is there any news in the builder community as far as lowers go?
There is. And Rich, I hate to be doing this to you guys, but I got to do it to everybody. I cannot talk about it right now.
Okay. That's why I didn't outright just ask it. I should have asked you. We chatted a little today. So.
Yeah. Yep. But
so
I was gonna say
Mr. BSer says he's got 9 of your lowers. I got a bunch of your lowers.
Oh yeah, dude. That seems to be like the common theme at shows and everything is like, man, all my builds are on Anderson lowers. And then typically what you hear too is like, I got 3 or 4 sitting back in the safe for a rainy day. Like, whatever happens, and it's good stuff, man. For me personally, the builder community is just the community I relate more with out of everybody. I've just never been a complete firearm guy. I think my time in the Marine Corps probably gave me that itch. And I don't know. I just thought it was super cool that without breaking the bank or anything crazy like that, I could build a firearm that's going to fit me, and meet all of my needs or what I intend to use this for. And it's just something fascinating about that. I really, at some point, this is just me personally, I want to branch out into like AKs and different stuff like that. But right now, it's just been kind of like your Glock 19 type pistols and ARs. I really enjoy building them, and I enjoy helping other people build them. So
AKs is kind of tricky because you need they're a little bit harder to build than an AR.
Well, you're talking about bending up flats, or what are you talking about?
But putting up flats, you got to press fit the barrel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a
they're
buddy who just did an AK build and kind of watched him go through that process, and it does look a lot more taxing than something like an AR build. So
Oh yeah, well, an AR is like Legos. That's just goes together. So
yeah,
it realistically, if unless your barrel's headspace wrong, everything's going to work.
yeah, yep, 100%.
to mess up the head spacing on a barrel.
Yeah, I mean the AK that's a little more art. You got to drive rivets. You got to press in the barrel in the front trunnion. It's a lot of work. And Mr. BSer, so that's right. Babyface P. He's actually building a set me for me. He's done a bunch of videos on building AKs. He's really good with that stuff, and he's got his own company now. He's doing FFL work out of his house, out of his garage, and that's Chrome Vandium Arms. So he's building stuff for people, doing
Very
all the
nice.
custom work.
Very cool, man.
Which I would like if I had a real estate office, not like I'm in the real estate business, but if I had an office and I could be an FFL like out of this corner of the office, I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. Give me an excuse to buy some cool tools and do some cool work.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Being in the new house market, that's kind of one of the things I'm looking for. Is like, where's my workbench going to be set up? Like, what's my workspace?
Man cave.
Like? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you guys brought me on here to ask me questions and stuff like that, but can I actually ask Crump a question real quick?
Sure.
This has to do with current events here. I just heard about it today. Do you have any information on that shooting that happened today? There was a school shooting or something like that.
Yeah, there was a 14-year-old kid shot up a school, 4 dead, 9 wounded. That's all we have. We don't have any type of guns or anything like that. I don't think it's probably an AR, because if it was an AR, that would have been front page news. AR. But I happened in Georgia, in Appalachia High School or whatever. So we'll have to see.
Damn.
I don't think we can touch this question, but I'm just posting it there.
If they offer like 80%, I don't know if they should offer jigs.
Well, there'd probably be a company that would handle the jigs.
Yeah,
probably.
I would. I have no insight on this whatsoever, but that would be something that probably would be carried by DLD Hardware, somewhere like that. I'm not sure.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. Looking at your questions, I must be on to something.
So what I always find amazing about any kind of right of boom event, the one thing that's immutable is the type of hardware that was used, and that you can know in several seconds. And that's always like the last bit of information. But like Crump says, it's amazing what's told and what's withheld and what you kind of finally find out later. And based on that pattern, that fact pattern, you know exactly all the information involved.
Yeah, that stuff's pretty crazy, and I don't know, stuff like that, especially in election year, just worries me.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, there's a lot of people's like livelihoods too that are put online if this gets turned into something political or something like that, and it really is scary.
Well, it's interesting. We've had a good number of years without. Boy, I don't want to say this. There's a AR company I know, and they were almost hoping for. I mean, they kind of verbalized that they were hoping Hillary would win because it would drive up sales when she was running against Trump. I'm like,
that there was a lot of companies that were actually hoping for that. Luckily, luckily, I don't have any indications that, and I don't believe that Anderson was one of those. But there was some companies, big name companies, that were hoping that, from what I heard. But I have like no actual proof.
Yeah.
Can't really say anything because it might be just all BS too.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sure
I sat with the owner of one company, and he told me that's what he hoped for. And I'm like, oh,
wow.
well, I don't wish that on anyone.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if I'd go that far. I'm sure you got folks in the industry now that are probably like, I hope Kamala goes, but it's like, yeah, would it drive sales? Yes, but also like
They also kill the business.
it could also completely destroy the industry. It really could.
Yeah.
And
I'd rather go broke.
yeah.
I'd rather have good
Amen.
times, and I'll drive Uber.
Because it is. Don't get me wrong, people's livelihoods and jobs and all that stuff is important to me, but it's bigger than that. It's the Constitution at that point, like, I don't know. I don't want to get started on a rant here or anything crazy, but yeah.
I wouldn't get started on a rant or anything like that. But I don't think any companies would tell me directly that, because I think they would be kind of stupid to tell me directly.
Yeah. It's weird how I do cloud engineering, and the second Trump got elected, boom, I had a great freaking job. I don't know if companies know the economy is going to be better. They can spend, they can buy American cloud engineers, and as opposed to foreign cloud engineers.
Yeah.
But it seems like when a Republican gets elected, the economy kicks off. Which, not that I kept up the economy for those years, but I did buy an F ton of guns.
Nothing wrong with that, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
During 2016, I owned a gun shop, and like after the election, like the day after the election, another gun shop in the area called me and goes, "Hey, we have all these AR-15s that we want to sell. Do you want to buy them? But we'll sell it for pennies on the dollar." I was like, I had a feeling that Hillary was going to lose, so no. It was just a feeling I had, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna." People were like, "Man, you got to get this because it's gonna be like, people are gonna be going crazy." And people were going crazy. It's like, dude, I don't want to get stuck with all this stuff. But yeah,
it's an interesting market that we're in, because most people, I would say the staple firearms, everybody, if you have a gun, you got a Glock. Yeah, if you have a rifle, you have an AR. And actually, Anderson covers both of those pretty much. But I've talked to a number of guys over the years that I've, helped buy things. I'm like, hey, buy this. This is a good deal. Get the. They're like, yeah, I haven't even taken it out of the box. I'm like, what? It's like it literally, if it had Cosmoline on it, it's not a Russian gun, I know, but it'd still be, sticky and gooey. I'm like, you don't even know if it works, is what you're telling me.
Hey,
but there are a bunch of guys that got a scare in them to buy an AR, and then I've checked in with them. I'm like, hey, what kind of optic you running on? They're like, what's an optic? I'm like, oh.
Yeah, there are those
you need to
type
get
of
that
models.
out.
They're out there, man. They are out there. I don't know. As soon as I buy something, I'm going somewhere to shoot that bad boy, or outfit it, or whatever the case may be. So,
I've actually, I mean, I can shoot on my property, but yeah, there are guns I've bought I haven't even shot yet. So actually, the last two frag out pistols I got. So I got a Glock 17 that was really done up. I haven't shot that yet, and the 1911, the Kimber frag out, I haven't shot yet. And again, I could just walk out in the yard and do it. And I haven't. Which I love the idea that I live in Palm Beach County. I'm 20 minutes from Mar-a-Lago, and I can shoot on my property.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome.
I can't shoot on my property because one, I don't have one. And two, I mean, I don't have like enough property. And two, I'm kind of like in a built up area. And my neighbors are probably sticklers for that type of stuff.
Crump lives in the bad part of town. Nobody notices if you're shooting on your property.
I'm in the same boat. My neighbors are like right on top of me.
No, I just live in a hoity-toity area.
But not the hoitiest area.
Not the hoity-toityest area, but I do live in an area like that, you know. Yeah, I don't live in like the $10 million houses.
Yeah, like I said, Crump lives in the bad part of town.
I wouldn't say bad part. I would say like middle of the road. Because like there's townhouses in my neighborhood that will go for like $1 million, and that's like kind of like the bad part.
I was gonna say, if there's $1 million house in your neighborhood, that's slumming it.
Yeah, that's townhouses.
Oh, townhouses. Yeah. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I know the neighborhood.
Yeah, they're like $1 million. That would be technically the bad part.
Oh.
I was telling Kyle just before we were talking about buying homes, I could not afford this house today.
I can afford it. I mean, honestly, we bought this house for $500.
Dude, that house for $500?
When we bought it when the housing market crashed, and now it's worth $1 million more than that. We have over $1 million of equity in it.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's scary.
Like we would not be able to afford it, but like some of the people that move in here that can afford it, they're kind of hoity-toity.
Not the hoitiest.
Yeah. Yeah, they're I don't know. There's a bunch of liberals.
Uh-oh.
Hate to hear it.
But wait, you got a neighbor that knows who you are.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few. Yeah.
Like, I watch your show. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, well, we went to a party. It's kind of funny. We went to a neighborhood party, and my wife's like, "Don't tell anyone what you do." I'm like, "All right." We get there, this guy's like, "John Crumb, let me show you my guns."
That's awesome.
I was like, I didn't do it.
That's awesome.
So, all right, Kyle, I got to ask you a question. So, with you and what you do, and I'm guessing Kentucky, you don't have an issue with it, but is it ever a situation where your wife's like, "Don't tell them what you do"?
To be honest, no. I kind of lucked up with her. She's way out of my league, and she's cool. Now that's just today. Now tomorrow could be a different story. No, my wife's very cool with it. She's proud of it. And cool. I think that's just a Kentucky thing, though. Like the places are far and few in between that you're going to go in Kentucky where anybody's really anti-gun. To be honest with you, at least I haven't found the spot yet where everybody's like, "Oh, no." You probably would see that down in like Louisville area, but we stay away from that area. We don't really own that. But other than that, she's super proud of it. So she's usually the first one spouting off like, "Yeah, he works at a gun manufacturer." I'm kind of like the more laid back, like, "Yeah, I do," you know. So she's always toting it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I know there's somewhere where they're like, "Yeah, don't talk about what you do," and I'm like, okay.
No, she's all about it, man. And that's because you hang out with them hoity-toity people, man.
not me.
No,
most people. So my wife is like the evangelist of conservatism. She's like the Jehovah Witness of conservatism. So
heck yeah.
She would never say like, "Oh, hey, keep it on the DL," you know. She would never be like that.
My wife's not in any of the politics of things, but she's just a big time like shooter, and she's all about it, man.
Oh,
like,
cool.
Even in the Marine Corps, like she's always asking me, let's go out to the range, let's do this. you know, and at the time I was active duty Marine, so I'm like, babe, last thing I want to fucking, excuse my language,
Right?
last thing I want to do is go to the range today, you know, like, but nah, I lucked up, like I said, I definitely lucked up with that one.
Yeah, I got
that's
lucky with
cool.
my wife too.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky with my wife. She's so out of my league, it's not even funny.
Oh, same boat, man. Same boat here.
You know, like yeah, she's a commander, you know. So like it's the equivalent of like the Marine Corps, that would be like a lieutenant commander, lieutenant colonel in the Marine Corps. Also
Gotcha.
a doctor.
Oh man. Yeah, you did luck up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. Sicilian.
Yeah, she keeps them in line.
Oh yeah. You don't want to see a Sicilian mad, trust me on that.
Oh, so the rumors are true.
So Polar Knights is talking Jehovah Witnesses in Norway. So there you go.
Nice.
So Polar Knights is doing what you do. Like Crump will get a call from a spammer or a scammer, and he'll do like the old man voice and keep him on the phone for half an hour. So Polar Knights is doing the same thing. So Polar Knights is in Norway, is he? Where's this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's watching us in Norway, which is always cool.
Yeah,
Mormons and Jehovah Witnesses don't come to my house anymore.
Because John asked them how do batteries work.
Oh no, that's what got me banned from the Mormon website. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking.
How batteries work? Crazy. It's a simple question.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I mean, you got to have like an acid ripping the ions off a material. I mean, that's other than that, I don't know much more, but
It's science.
it's science stuff. Yeah.
yeah, I wonder if I can go there now. That was like a year ago.
Wait, the other, speaking of bands, my other favorite John Crump band stories are that gun show in your neighborhood. He's at the ATF booth talking to them, and they're like, "Oh, what's your name?" He says, "John Crump." They got up and left.
No way.
Uh-huh. They don't like me, man. I'm telling you.
They already
So
knew.
John has a picture of him holding a Polymer 80 box in front of the
in
ATF booth.
Like in the booth.
Hell yeah.
By myself.
And then, one day John calls me up. He's like, "Hey, can you call this number?" And he texts it to me, and I call it. And it's the ATF. I'm like, "Fuck!" I hang up. He's like, "Yeah, they blocked me on all their numbers. I was wondering if you get through."
Jeez. Our compliance guy, he's always joking around saying he's the assistant to the ATF. And he went on their website. Did you know those guys sell merch? The ATF has a merch shop.
A lot of their stuff involves dogs.
Oh, that's sad.
I'm dead serious.
That makes me sad.
It looks like they took off their live chat with the Mormon feature off the website. I'm sure I'm not the only one that did that.
Oh, I know it makes that guy sad.
I'm getting stalked. This dog won't leave me alone.
You had me scared there for a second, Rich. I thought you were going to pull up a lower.
Pull up an 80. So if you don't know, that's how I got the last show. So Crumpy couldn't make the show. It was just me and Kyle. And I'm like, "Oh, yeah," boom. And the show disappeared from YouTube.
Yeah,
Actually, it was only John's channel, I think. I figured.
Yeah, it was only on my channel.
So you couldn't go live for 24 hours.
Yes, but you never got banned, and you're the one that did it.
Yeah, my channel, it went. So we're going out to YouTube and Rumble, and that still worked. But
yeah, so I ordered my costume, by the way, for Halloween.
are you going to be the Australian breakdancer?
No, I ordered an ATF costume.
It's
Oh, nice. Very nice.
where do you get a Halloween ATF costume?
Etsy.
So does that mean somebody made it?
I guess.
All right. So is it just a jacket?
It's just a jacket, but then I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff. I got like an ATF hat and stuff like that.
Jacket and a hat. Now, is it going to say ATF or AFT?
ATF. So, yeah, I'm gonna be that for our Halloween show,
Very nice.
and then I got an ATF badge.
Is it customized John Crump ATF?
Yep.
Okay. I'm not going to click on Polar Knight's comment, but if you guys want to read it in the chat. Dude. All right. John clicked on it. Oh, gosh.
That's a good one.
Oh, Zanty Misfit says they sell ATF caps at the liquor store. I'm right. You keep forgetting it's alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be an ATF agent for Halloween.
And are you going trick-or-treating with your boys? Is that it?
Yes.
And what are your boys going as?
I don't think they've made up their mind. I think they're thinking about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, cool. That would be cool. I want to
Yeah.
see pictures.
Yeah, I took my 7-year-old Deadpool and Wolverine.
Did he see the first movies?
Yeah, they of course. Joking, I did not take my 7 and 11-year-olds to Wolverine.
I was going to say,
Crump.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
It's funny. My wife and daughter, I had them watch the first Deadpool, and halfway through the movie, they're all hating on it, and then they started enjoying it, and they're like, "Oh, I wish I paid attention at the beginning." I'm like,
yeah. That's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. I'd go back to the theaters and see Deadpool and Wolverine again. Like, is that good?
Yeah, I didn't think it was that great when I saw it. I enjoyed it. But I'm finding myself thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I'd watch it again.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
I mean, it was freaking hilarious. All the cameos in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I don't want
to Nice Pool, right? You know who that is, right?
Not
Ryan Reynolds. That's his twin brother.
He has a twin brother.
Yeah, he has an identical twin brother.
So that seriously wasn't Ryan Reynolds.
No, it was his twin brother.
That's insane. Yeah, his wife and kids were in that movie too.
Yeah, his baby did the baby sounds. Kidpool was his daughter, and his wife was Lady Deadpool.
That's awesome, man.
Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Pool.
Are you kidding me?
No.
What? I would have never known that. That's awesome.
And they're one of the like Paul whatever from the Wrexham soccer team played Welsh Pool. Nathan Fillion was the voice of Headpool.
Damn. Stacked cast. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean they did have a cast, and two of the people that were cut out, which I'm glad they did, because Ryan Reynolds said that it didn't. Or Disney made them do some like woke crap by inserting She-Hulk and Captain Marvel in there. but he cut all their scenes, and they agreed never to release it. So now, like, they're saying they're going to sue Disney because they cut their scenes. They were lecturing about, women power and stuff like that.
Oh man, what is this world coming to, gents?
And Ryan Reynolds said, "Well, I'm never going to play Deadpool again unless you cut these scenes." And Hugh Jackman said, "I'm never going to play Wolverine again unless you cut these scenes," and they did. So now they're like, they gave in to the patriarchy. No, because it's freaking Deadpool. It doesn't work.
Oh man.
And then one other like woke person over at Disney was complaining because there wasn't a gay character,
Oh my gosh.
and they made gay jokes.
But I mean,
Deadpool.
what do guys do? I mean, it's a guy's movie, you know?
I'm pretty sure Deadpool grabbed Wolverine's ass at one point in that movie.
Yeah, but it was done as it wasn't a serious gay character.
Oh, he should have been more into it, huh? This world's gone crazy, y'all.
Oh my gosh. It's one of these things I never thought I would see what's going on. You know, if you told me this would be the future and it'd be real, I'd be like, no.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you're a Deadpool fan then? I have a huge collection of Deadpool Funko Pops.
nice.
No, you've got a huge collection of Funko Pops. Forget about Deadpool Funko Pops.
But I have at least 30 Deadpool Funko Pops.
That's badass.
Yeah. So I'm a huge Deadpool. Rob Liefeld is like one of my favorite artists. In the movie, they show like a picture, like in the background. It's like Rob Liefeld's shop, only feet, and that's because Rob Liefeld is known for never drawing feet because he can't draw feet.
Oh shit. That's funny.
Yeah. One of the things I found really interesting about that movie, and I know we're talking about Deadpool, but whatever, is that Disney actually wanted it to have a higher budget.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty
And
wild.
they turned it down. They said, we don't want a higher budget. We want this budget. The reason why is because that's what made the first two so great, is because they had a budget restraint. So they had to, they, change it around so they want to make it funny instead of like just relying on CGI. Like in the final scene of the first one where he like forgets all his weapons. The reason why he forgot all his weapons is because of the budget. They didn't have the budget to do the CGI for all the weapons, so they wrote it as crap.
Oh,
That's
no way.
funny.
Yeah. So they wanted to keep the original feeling of the other Deadpool movies.
I respect that.
That's pretty cool.
Polar Knights. He is going as a Democrat on Halloween, would demand candy and not sharing it with the white kids. With the kids. Not white kids, with the kids.
Well, it's fun. I've had people say it's the ultimate Democrat holiday because you get people going door to door begging for free stuff.
It's true.
Well, that is true. And there's a bunch of demons.
That part too.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. I have another live stream coming up with breaking news in a second.
What? More breaking news?
Why do you think I took a call?
Okay.
Okay.
I had no idea.
Hi,
You didn't tell me. Alrighty, Kyle. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you so
You
much.
will be at Iraq Veteran,
Tell everybody-
and a bunch of us will be there, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, you guys enjoy that.
Oh yeah, wish you were going to be there. Thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. Sorry we got cut off last time or whatever, but for all you guys out there listening, definitely don't go to the site and don't use JCL when you check out.
Oh yeah, there's a code, but don't use it. It's JCL.
There's a JCL code? Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yep. Yeah, you didn't get the memo?
I didn't get the memo.
There was a memo.
Yeah, I gotta get with you to get about that thing.
Yep. Yes, sir.
That thing too.
It's just been crazy hectic.
Hey, I hear you on that one. Same here. So
I usually write 10 stories a month, and I wrote like over 30.
My brain would be cooked.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna have 5 in the hopper, like written, published, and also waiting to be published by tonight for this month. So,
Man, John, you're grinding, man.
yes,
Nice.
my interview with Kane will be out shortly.
Cool.
And everything else. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, Kyle. Stay tuned if you want to. You know what I'll do? Hold on. I will go over here and I will go ahead and redirect everyone over to the other one. And then after that, we'll go live on the other channel and everything else like that. So if you want to stay on, you can stay on. The viewers out there, you'll just be automatically redirected over. It's not going to be a long live stream, though. Dude, why is my monetization was off on this thing?
I turned my monetization on. I remembered for once. The question is it still on?
No, I turned it on and I went back in there and it's off.
Uh-huh.
I don't get that. But whatever. All right, thank you for coming on. Everyone, be sure to check out Anderson. They are a good company and they support the industry and they support like people like us. So yeah, check them out. All right, guys.
Thanks,
It's all
man.
set up. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thanks, Kyle.